Okay, you guys, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Offset and Selena Powell, because what started off looking like the usual messy internet clout play has officially crossed over into something way darker and way more uncomfortable. This isn't just screenshots and trolling anymore. Selena is now saying there's a deeper reason she's been lighting Offset up online, and once you hear what she's claiming, it really makes you sit back and reevaluate every chaotic receipt we've seen so far. Let's get straight into the receipts, because the internet has been loud, but not everybody has been listening closely. Over the past few weeks, Selena Powell has been posting videos, screenshots, and long-winded explanations dragging Offset from left to right. At first, people brushed it off as her being messy because that's her reputation, but then she shifted gears and said this wasn't about clout, it wasn't about money, and it wasn't about trying to get Cardi B's attention. According to her, this was about revenge that's been building for years. Now here's where the blind item energy comes in. The blind item reads like this. A well-known rapper allegedly had a long-term off-and-on situation with a known internet personality, promised protection and support, then allegedly turned cold once things got complicated. Selena is now claiming that during that time, she was pressured into ending a pregnancy, and that moment is the real reason she's been on what looks like a full-blown humiliation tour. That's not no light work, and if this is true, it's very concerning. She didn't stop at vague claims either. Selena posted a video showing Offset laid up in bed, confirming that they had been together physically and that there was even a tape. That alone embarrassed him, because publicly he's been moving like he doesn't care, like he's unbothered, cool and focused. But behind the scenes, according to Selena, he was panicking. She also claimed he owed her $15,000 and refused to pay, and when she pushed for it, she says the tone shifted from silence to intimidation. What really made people pause was when Selena posted that if anything happened to her, Offset would be responsible, saying she was living in fear over repeated threats. That's when the narrative started to change, because now it wasn't just messy gossip anymore. It really makes you wonder what conversations were happening behind closed doors versus what we see on social media. Then things spilled over into Cardi B's situation. Selena went live and started talking about Cardi having a restraining order against Offset and him allegedly not being able to freely see the kids. Whether every detail is accurate or not, it lined up with what Cardi herself has publicly said in the past about feeling harassed and unsafe. Let's be real, when a woman with Cardi's platform starts talking about fearing for her life, that's not something to casually dismiss. Cardi herself later posted emotional messages saying it had been over a year and the harassment hadn't stopped, saying she felt like she was living inside the beginning of a true crime documentary. That added a whole new layer to the story, because now you've got an ex-wife saying she's scared and a side character saying she's been threatened, all pointing back to the same person. That's not a coincidence people are just going to ignore. Selena then took it a step further and started exposing what she claims Offset told her privately about his finances. She said he told her he only had around $13 million left, was tied up in label issues, owed millions in taxes, and had been gambling trying to get money back. Whether that's true or exaggerated, the image completely clashes with the flashy lifestyle he presents online. From one of the hottest rap groups in the world to possibly struggling behind the scenes is wild. This is where the long game revenge theory starts to make sense to some people. Selena isn't just dropping random tea, she's unloading years of resentment, humiliation, and anger. People forget that she has always been known for kissing and telling, so confiding in her was never going to end quietly. If you tell someone like that your darkest secrets, you can't be shocked when they weaponize them later. And the biggest question people keep asking is this: why now? Why burn everything down at this moment? Selena says it's because the real pain was never addressed, never acknowledged, and never apologized for. She's framing this as her finally taking control of a story she's been forced to carry silently for years. Whether you believe her or not, the way she's moving makes it clear she's not interested in reconciliation. She's interested in exposure. Picking up right where we left off, this situation keeps getting heavier the more layers you peel back. Because once Selena started talking about what she says happened behind closed doors, the internet stopped laughing and started listening. When someone claims long-term emotional damage, fear, and manipulation, the conversation shifts from messy to disturbing real quick. And that's why a lot of people are now side-eyeing Offset's silence a little differently. According to Selena's recent statements, she's not just trying to embarrass him for fun. She's saying that every video, every leak, every screenshot is intentional payback for something that permanently altered her life. She claims she carried that resentment quietly for years while watching him build a family, a marriage, and a public image that never acknowledged what she says he put her through. If this is true, it's very concerning because that kind of unresolved trauma doesn't just disappear. What makes this even more complicated is the timing. Offset is already dealing with public scrutiny over his divorce from Cardi, questions about his finances, and accusations of obsessive behavior. So when Selena drops these claims now, it creates the perfect storm. It really makes you wonder if this is why Cardi has been so vocal about wanting distance, peace, and protection. Sometimes the dots don't connect until somebody starts talking too much. A lot of fans are split right now. Some people feel like Selena is doing too much, saying private conversations should have stayed private, but others are saying, no, if someone allegedly harmed you and used power to silence you, you don't owe them protection. And that's the uncomfortable gray area this story lives in. Two things can be true at once. Selena can be messy, and she can still be hurt. Then there's the reputation factor. Offset has spent years cultivating the image of a rich, unbothered superstar, but these stories paint a very different picture: emotional instability, financial stress, jealousy, and reckless decision-making. Let's be real, if even half of this lines up, that's not the behavior of someone at peace with themselves. That's someone spiraling. And what's also getting overlooked is how normalized this chaos has become in celebrity culture. Public relationships, public breakups, public humiliation, and now public accusations of life-altering harm. This isn't just gossip anymore. It's a symptom of a culture that rewards dysfunction with clicks and views. Everybody loses in the end, especially the kids watching this play out later. And here's the part people don't want to say out loud. Airing this out online might feel like justice, but it also guarantees permanent damage. There's no moving on quietly after this. Selena has made it clear she's not backing down, and Offset can't undo what's already been said. This is scorched earth territory. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you believe Selena is exposing the truth, or do you think this is revenge that's gone too far? And before you go, if you've been rocking with gossip culture and you want updates as this situation continues to unfold, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what happens next.